Greetings, one and all. Today I'm bringing you a review rather than an unboxing, and this time it is for Ultimate Comics X-Men Volume 3 or Volume 6, depending on how you look at it. World War X. So here's the front, and front covers are deceptive. So what you're seeing here does not actually happen in the story. So here's the spine, and you can see volume 3 here if I go on it properly. And here's the back, illustrated by Alvaro Medinas and written by Brian Wood. Collecting issues 29 to 33 of Ultimate Comics X-Men. Okay, so let's get on with it. Let me just show you some of the inside art. Hopefully I'm not going to be spoiling it for any of you. Here. And so yeah, the story basically consists of a war between mutants from the occupants of Tian and what's it called? Utopia. The occupants of Tian and Utopia are somewhat at war, kind of like Eric and Charles from the X-Men. And speaking of which, the so-called mutants at war, the leaders are both pupils of Charles Xavier. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. It's really enjoyable. I love Brian Wood's writing in this. He's really good, very constructive, very detailed. The artwork is passable, really enjoyable, not as bad as some previous artwork in the Ultimate series. But yeah, it's kind of fun. You get to learn a bit more about Tian and what's going on with its leader. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who has not read it, but what I will say is I highly recommend it. But if you're going to read it, I would highly recommend that you read the X-Men books that come after Ultimate Comics Fallout. So after the book that came out that addressed the fact that mutants were man-made and not part of evolution. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, you have a lot of character building, character development. I really love Kitty Pryde in this. She's one of my favorite characters in the Ultimate Universe. Or not one of my favorite characters. She is my favorite character in the Ultimate Universe. So yeah, highly recommended. Pick up everything. I would say this is a continuation, so you need to read what came before it, and what came before it can be started from right after Ultimate Comics Fallout. Yeah, so check out Ultimate X-Men Volume 1 to 6, or Volume 1 to 3, then Volume 1 to 3 again. Yeah, because they all have different volumes. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And before let me also quickly do this. I checked out Fury Max as well. It was much more fun than I expected. I did not want to read it. I was hesitant to read it after reading Volume 1, which is this. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And it kind of basically characters that are in here that are from Marvel Max. Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, or he would become the Punisher somewhere down the line, and a Punisher villain known as Barracuda. So this takes place a year before the comic book known as Punisher Born. Yeah, which is a lot of fun as well. So yeah, highly recommended. You get to learn a whole lot more about Nick Fury and what makes him the guy he is, and kind of like the hurdles he's had to jump over, to be where he is right now. It's a lot of fun. I would highly recommend it, and especially since he has Frank Castle, who would eventually become the Punisher, I would recommend that anybody who's into those kind of books pick it up. And anybody who's, yeah, basically is a great Garth Ennis book. And anybody who's into Garth Ennis or who wants to get into Garth Ennis should read everything he's done regarding the Punisher, except Welcome Back Frank, which is a bit over exaggerated and a bit somewhat cartoony. But everything after that is quite gritty, quite urban, quite dark as well. So yeah, highly recommend the Punisher Max, and highly recommend everything that came with X-Men, Ultimate Comics X-Men. And also, before I go, this is the last of the Ultimate. This is one of the last of the Ultimate lines. Um, after the big book that is coming up, Cataclysm. There will be 3 issues left of every other Ultimate Comics. So 3 issues of Ultimate Comics X-Men, 3 issues of Ultimate Comics Ultimate, 3 issues of Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. Yeah, and they'll all eventually be put into one jumbo omnibus book, because you can't have 3 issues just like this. It's not really going to work. So yeah, it's really going to be good. So yeah, you have all 3 of the Ultimates that are coming up, including Cataclysm and Hunger, which should be a lot of fun. And also, somewhere down the line, they are reintroducing Ultimate Comics, as in it's being retitled Ultimate Marvel now, and it'll have 3 books. The 3 books would be All New Ultimates, Ultimate Future Foundation, and Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man. So they should be a lot of fun. I would highly recommend it. Check it out if you get the opportunity to. And that's it for me. Stay tuned to my next unboxing Tron Lives.